now for more on this is One Nation leader Pauline Hanson. Senator, really good to see you. Thank you so much for joining us. Do you think Albo, or should I say the handsome boy from Australia, do you think that he knows that this is actually the kiss of death from Xi Jinping?
No, I don't. I think his ego is too blown out to actually really understand. President Xi is a very smart man, and he's actually playing our Prime Minister for the, what can I say, as a joke. And that's exactly what he's doing to me, you know, how I see it. You know, to call him a handsome boy, which, well, that's his opinion, it's not mine. But it's just ridiculous where it's going. If you look at how our relationship with the United States, which we have an agreement with them, along with Great Britain, with the AUKUS deal. China doesn't want that deal at all because it's not in their interest for us to be armed or in a position that we can defend ourselves as a nation. Xi, he needs Australia for the trade that we're doing, but more so, Albanese is going to go along with him because he's opened up the trade deals that were shut through the COVID with China, but he's opened that up now. And he's actually wants, you know, it's been the seafood, there's been the wine industry, there's been the wheat industry, and of course they need our iron ore and our coal. So Albanese is patting himself on the back because he's got that done. But have no doubt, President Xi has other plans. He's a dictator. He wants more control over the world, which we've seen that with the Pacific Islands. He wants control over Australia. Albanese is, to me, an absolutely joke and a fool at being Prime Minister, that he's parked his eggs in the wrong basket, as far as I'm concerned. And we should be working more closely with Great Britain and America, because if any war or any problems happen, we are going to have to rely on America. And I think it's going to be quite interesting. I am so elated with President Trump and his election and the resounding win that he had there. And that's what I'm hearing from people around Australia, because now it's given the people hope that someone's going to deal with the issues that are happening and affecting Australia, how we're gone so woke, our policies, our country is going down the drain. And people are hoping that this will now impact Australia, the Trump election. And I hope it does, because if we don't get rid of the Labor government at the next election, I'm in fear for the future of this nation. But I'll give Peter Dutton a message too. People are questioning me, what is Peter Dutton like, and will he be a good leader? And he's not coming out strong enough to answer the question of a lot of these issues that people want answers to. So I'll say, Peter Dutton, for the next 6 months, because I don't believe the election will be till May next year, be the strong leader that people want. Push the common sense policies. Deal with the cost of living, the high immigration, and industries and manufacturing and the farming sector. You do that, and the people will be on your side, but show the leadership that they're screaming out for.
Yeah, Pauline, I couldn't agree more. And I think we saw in the US, people want straight-talking leaders who will address issues, not pussyfoot around. And I mean, you know, as to your comments on Anthony Albanese, when you're getting praised by Hamas and the CCP, you know you've got problems, and gee, the country's got problems when that's the case. China, of course, loves censorship. So let's talk about Labor's misinformation bill, because Labor loves censorship as well. And I think this misinformation bill was perfectly summarised in your brilliant Please Explain cartoons this week. Have a look at this.
God, no! We gotta shut down the internet now! Oh, Adam, what are you doing down there?
I was just trying to pull the plug.
No, Adam, look! Pauline Hanson's on Joe Rogan.
Ew, spreading dangerous misinformation, I bet.
No, it's even worse. She's telling the truth. If I don't stop this, I'm gonna lose the next election.
Wait, you're not suggesting that we engage in civil debate and have a contest of ideas in good faith, are you?
No, don't be stupid, Adam. I'm gonna censor the internet.
You know what I love, Pauline? As we're watching that cartoon, I'm watching you on the monitor, and I can see you laughing at the cartoon. And I'm sure you've seen it many times, but it just continues to be funny no matter how many times you've seen it, because it hits on a very poignant point that this misinformation bill is not about misinformation. It's about trying to control the narrative. I just want to ask where you think this will end up. Obviously, it's going before the Senate tomorrow. I think people will be talking about it. It doesn't seem to have much crossbench support. Where do you think this is going to end up?
It doesn't appear to be. Let me make it quite clear to the public. One Nation was the first political party to come out against this, this misinformation, disinformation bill. Malcolm and I have been talking about it for a long time, brought it to the attention of the public who've gone on board and really now understand what this bill is about and how dangerous it is. It is basically allowing the government to control the thought processes happening out there. Even in the bill, you will not be able to have an opinion. So they're going to shut down your opinion, whether it's on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all these outlets. So basically, you won't be able to have an opinion. Freedom of speech is going to be stifled. And this is where the government wants. This is where the Labor government, as I said before, Albanese has communist leanings in the background. They want to control the narrative, the way people think. So your information is going to be limited in what you're going to be told. And you know, this is where we played an important part in this. Jackie Lambie, they're all giving credit to Jackie Lambie and probably Pocock and Tyrrell. They're the ones that are going to control where this goes. They never come out against this whatsoever. This has been around for a long time. You know, it's only the last minute they do their information research. If it wasn't for One Nation pushing this, the general public, I don't believe, would be as informed. And remember, it was the Liberal Party that first wanted to introduce this bill in 2019. So I don't have a lot of faith in the Liberal Party as, you know, where they will go with this, although it may have been expanded with the Labor Party. So the people need to understand they want to destroy your freedom of speech. I put up a private members' bill to put in freedom of speech in the Constitution. It was voted down by all the political parties, all the members of Parliament. They weren't interested, except Babette, UAP. So this is where your members of Parliament want to be able to control you. And yet they are talking about, and I'll get this in, they want to stop under 16s by having access to the Facebook or want to control it. Parents should control the kids, not nanny states, not the government telling them what they can watch. But are they going to shut down the climate change debacle, the scam that goes on? Are they going to shut down about kids under 16 being able to have hormone treatment or taking these gender dysphoria, all this rubbish that's been taught? Are they going to stop that as well? So, you know, there's a lot of things that need to be answered here. In one area, they want to control you. The other answer, you know, they want to allow people to do whatever they want to as long as it's bloody woke and there's no common sense. No wonder our country's in a hell of a bloody mess.
You articulated that perfectly, Pauline Hanson, and also credit to you because you have run such a good campaign from the very beginning on this horrific bill. So I'll be curious to know where it lands. Before we let you go, though, I want to ask you about a piece published in The Guardian today called Doomed to Fail. Is this the end again for Pauline Hanson's One Nation? Now, in it, former One Nation member Jim Savage says, quote, Pauline does have an X factor, but that's waning now. I can't see the party going anywhere. No one else will get elected. Senator, I'm sure you're willing and you're ready. Please, what's your response to that?
Well, can I tell you something? When I left the party for 13 years, it was Jim Savage that came to me in 2014 to come back as president and lead the party. Jim Savage thought he could park me to one side, run the party, but they needed me to actually get the public support, which I do, and I thank the public for that. Jim Savage is another man who wanted to control me. They underestimate me, Danica. Underestimate me all the time. I'm still here. One Nation was the one that we gave a pledge to get rid of the Labor Party in Queensland, and it did. We determined at least 7 seats in Queensland that we gave government to the LNP. It was our One Nation voters, those voters out there that voted One Nation, their preferences gave Queensland LNP government. So don't underestimate this. Jim Savage, who is he? Where is he? He's done absolutely nothing. I'm still here as a Member of Parliament and I'm very privileged and honoured to hold the position. And I didn't even read the article in the Guardian. It's nothing but a trash newspaper anyway. It's all woke. So why would I waste my time? I wouldn't even give them a comment. So that's what I think about them.
Well, Pauline, can I just say, I don't think your X factor is waning, and I'm not sure that Jim Savage ever had X factor, so I'm not sure what he's got to say about that. Hey, we really appreciate your time tonight. It's always great to catch up with you.
Thanks, both of you.